fighting in the octagon requires high skill, focus, and full concentration. But what if there is individual who fight while dancing? Not only dancing, but this Venom boy also didn't even pay attention to his opponent. Very disparaging and no respect at all. But in fact, this man is able to defeat his opponent with a unique fighting style and beautiful strokes. Hello guys, before we continue, please subscribe for those who haven't, and hit the bell, so you don't miss the latest updates from QINIMA Sports. Michael Venom Page, or better known as Venom, is a boxer from Jamaica, with kickboxer and MMA skills. Although fighting with a sarcastic style, but we must admit that he is a great fighter. The man, who was born on April 7, 1987, is ranked second in the Welter Bellator. And this is proof that Venom is an extraordinary boxer. Versus Jeremy Holloway. The battle between Michael Venom Page versus Jeremy Holloway happened at Bellator 153. In just a few seconds, Venom was able to land a beautiful right hook that hit Holloway's jaw. It made Holloway tumble and quickly caught Venom's leg to score a takedown, but Venom managed to keep the distance. For a moment, Holloway occasionally threw his right hook, but Venom managed to escape. What happens next, of course, we already know. Yep, again Venom danced, while giving Holloway a long stare. When Venom threw his right hook, Holloway immediately caught Venom's body again to make a takedown. Ground fighting immediately ensued with Holloway's supine position with his legs locked by Venom. Holloway also taps a sign of surrender, followed by Venom, who celebrates by dancing. Versus Giovanni Malillo. This time the greatness of the MVP was again proven by successfully overthrowing Giovanni with just one hit. This Aries boy entered the welter class in the Bellator competition at the SSE Arena at Wembley, England. Venom succeeded in knocking his opponent out in a relatively short time. Since the start of the fight, MVP tries to distract the opponent while changing the position of the stance. Giovanni, who looked doubtful, then tried to give a kick. Venom also swiftly gave Hook's right punch that was tight and hard towards Giovanni's face. The referee immediately stopped the fight, which was followed by a celebration from Michael Venom Page and accompanied by the boisterous crowd. Versus Richard Kiley. The fight at Bellator MMA 227 takes place in Dublin, Ireland. The battle between Michael Venom Page versus Richard Kiley is in the welterweight division. Venom, a fighter from England, is scheduled to fight for 3 rounds against Kiley, a fighter from Ireland. In the early minutes of the first round, the two boxers watched each other for a long time. Kiley had fallen, and there was a ground fight for a while. The referee considered Venom to have committed a foul, so the fight was restarted. This is when Venom managed to land his flying knee with a landslide and beauty. The flying knee was so fast that Kiley had no chance to dodge, so Venom's knee landed heavily on Kiley's left chin. The kick immediately made the host fighter stagger and fall knockout on the canvas. No less sarcastic. The MVP celebrated by staggering in front of the opponent and continued with dancing. versus Ben Dishman. In this fight, Venom did a very charming kick with his tornado style. Okay, let's start this over in 5 seconds. The bell starts, where Venom meets Ben Dishman in the fence. Venom danced by waving his arms as he jumped up and down, occasionally throwing punches at Ben. Ben's confused face looked like he was fighting something he had never seen before. If it wasn't a technique to distract the opponent, it was definitely a mockery of the opponent. In the next 60 seconds, Ben is caught off guard and a beautiful tornado kick lands on Ben's head. Venom's reaction after that kick was to be freeze for an instant, facing perfectly at the photographer, as if he knew the fight was over before the fight was actually over. OMG Venom boy, Ben Dishman has been training for years, fully dedicated to big fights. Why do you dance when you fight him? Versus Cyborg Santos. This is the worst injury ever in MMA. How could I not? In that match, Santos collapsed due to Venom's knee, which landed heavily on the forehead. Apparently, Santos suffered a very scary injury, namely a skull fracture. Referee John McCarty said he heard a sound like a baseball hitting a bat when Page's knee landed on Santos's forehead. But behind all that, what became a byword was not because of Venom's knockout victory, but the celebration of the winner after hitting the opponent's knockout. As in the video, Venom celebrated imitating the popular mobile game, Pokémon Go. When the referee stopped the fight, Venom then put on a Pokémon hat, then threw a pokeball at Santos, who was lying in pain. Maybe, if Michael Venom Page knew what happened to Santos's forehead, he wouldn't have celebrated that much. So that's it guys, the amazing performance of the one and only Michael Venom Page, or commonly abbreviated as MVP. Although sarcastic, his greatness, speed, and accuracy are unquestionable. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comments section below. Like and share the video if it's useful. See you in another video. See ya.